Oh, guys, and we are here for some great game day bingo action. Should be some awesome stuff as we are getting enrolled into this first game, just 40 seconds, as we'll be streaming all these games to you live on the Pilot TV, Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch.
Absolutely. We hope you all had a great extended holiday week in this past one. And we also want to be highlighting a couple of those great spots that you guys can be going out today to watch us live on those great Pilot TVs. Just recently, we got them installed at Gordy's Place, the Turtle River Chop House, Gino's Bar and Grill, Big Whitey's Bar and Grill, VFW Hoyt Lakes. We even have El Barco Mexican Restaurant, the Twin Bluffs, New Richland Liquor Company, Buffalo Wild Wings Bemidji, Shaggy's Bonfire, Castaway's Isle, and even the Midtown Bar and Grill.
Good job to each and every one of those locations. We're super excited to have you guys watching us as we play this very first game of Game Day Bingo. We got 52 balls or less for a $39 minor prize, a major prize of $1,300 you can take home in 49 balls or less, and then that mega prize at 46 balls or less, $18,794. There should be some great stuff as we work on these awesome jackpots. But we've given out some awesome jackpots over this last little bit, as we've given out over 400 jackpots during this season 14 and over 20 jackpots over the last 7 days.
Absolutely. And a bunch of you guys were out there all weekend long taking home some great prizes. So we've got a list of winners, just about 14 of them from Black Friday on, that we need to highlight. We've got Walls Suck over at the end zone, starting off Friday right by taking home a great jackpot of $6,140.
Good job to you. Then we had Santa Two Time over at Rivers Bend Bar and Grill, taking home $908. As we also had Shannon over at the Route 65 Pub and Grub, taking home $908 as well, as they split out an over $1,800 jackpot.
That's right. That's some awesome stuff for Santa Two Time as well as Shannon. Next up on Friday, we had True, who was playing over at the Saxton Hall and got to take home $5,123.
Well, good job to True. Continuing on with our Friday prizes, as you guys creep closer towards these prizes right here, doesn't look like any of our jackpots will be going out, so we'll be working on a $5.20 must go. But the next Friday jackpot we need to cover was that awesome $889 prize going out to Mass over at Pearlie's Pub.
Absolutely nicely done. But before we go,
It should be going out really quickly, as we are at 60 balls dropped. We got players one ball away
oh yeah.
with Scooty over at VFW Spring Lake Park, one of our top locations in Game Day Bingo. So we'll see, as we already are at 65 balls, getting pretty high up in this ball count now, as we wait to see which one of these lucky players take it home.
Absolutely. It should be any ball now. And there it is. And five over at the Titans Sports Saloon. They got to take away that awesome prize, $5.20 on this first round of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys get enrolled in the next one. We got all those great jackpots just continuing to grow into this next round.
Yeah.
We still have even more jackpots to talk about on Friday, though, as we gave out a great pilot payday jackpot of that awesome $2,500 amount, and it went out to JHHG. They got to play over at Neighbors Pub Dover and took home that awesome prize Friday at 6 p.m.
Great job to you, $2,500 to JHHG. But the final Friday jackpot went out to Puddles over at Moe's, taking home $4,087.
Nicely done. That is an awesome round of jackpots to go out on Friday. Over 7 jackpots going out. Love to see it. Saturday got started off right with Jake, who was playing over at the Wings Tavern and Grill, when he got to take home a whopping prize of $5,620.
Great job to you, Jake. Then we had Jim over at Cowboy Jack's Bloomington, taking home $828.
Nicely done. We also had D and M, as they got to take home $1,180 while playing on Saturday over at American Legion Morriston.
And the final jackpot to go out on Saturday went out to Meow over at Hideaway Bar, taking home $2,264.
Absolutely nicely done to me. Ow. We had three different jackpots going out Saturday or Sunday though, so we definitely need to highlight those great players. As JND 1973 got to take home 4,000 in a split win, $4,112 got to go between two different players, JND 1973 as well as Right Now. That is a huge jackpot, over $8,000 they got to split up on Sunday. Love to see it.
Yeah,
J&D was playing over at the Medford Liquor Store, as well as Right Now playing at the Wild Boar Bar and Grill.
yeah, you got $8,224 being split up there. Awesome job to both those winners on that lovely split win on that Sunday. But we did have one more jackpot go out on that Sunday, the final jackpot to go out this weekend, and that went out to Gina over at the Old Clover Inn. They took home $896. Great job to you, Gina, as well as all of the other 14 jackpot winners that took home awesome prizes throughout this lovely weekend.
Absolutely. But if you guys want to stay up to date when you guys should be coming out for Pilot Games, make sure you guys can give us a like and follow on our Facebook page. You'll be able to keep up with our weekly bingo schedules that way, seeing what all of our progressives are sitting at, and even more there. You can see all of those player pictures that get sent in, as well as utilizing that link tree. Right at the top of our Facebook page, we have a website link, and it's got direct links to all of our social medias like Twitter and Instagram, all of our streaming platforms, and even PGL.world. You guys definitely need to go and check it out. You can even see all the locations around Minnesota where you guys can go and play Pilot
It's
Games.
definitely one of our favorite spots to just stay up to date with Pilot Games so that you could take home some of those awesome jackpot prizes. But speaking of jackpot prizes, let's cover all those jackpot prizes we'll be getting after throughout this live bingo day. As me and Jordy, we're going to be live for this lunchtime from 12 all the way till 1 p.m. playing 12 games of a game day bingo with you guys as we are right now in game number 2. Right at 1 p.m., we'll switch on over to a little Lucky 4 bingo action. With over $78,000 on the line, you will not want to miss out on that awesome jackpot prize. Then from 1 all the way till 4, you'll get back into that game day bingo, whatever me and Jordy leave off that game day bingo at. From 12 to 1 p.m., you'll be picking right back up from 1 all the way till 4.
Absolutely. And at that 4 p.m. time, you get your second opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. And after that, you guys will be jumping into some 2 hour times of Skull Bingo. It's going to be ran from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. tonight. You're starting off with a line prize, starting clean slate, but it can always be taken home in 10 balls or less, and it grows so quickly as you get enrolled. There's also a large frame at $2,105 that can always be taken home at 43 balls or less, not to mention that 50 ball or less coverall prize that's grown to $39,493 already. You'll definitely $92, I should say, and you guys should definitely be coming out from that 4 to 6 time.
Absolutely. Me and Jordy are normally here for that 4 to 6 time every weekday, but we do miss out on it today as we're actually going to be coming out a little bit later for a little bit of that Vikings game day action as our Vikings have a Monday night football
Oh
matchup
yeah.
against the Bears. Should be an interesting one. NFC North rivals getting at it and hopefully added to our win total. And so we'll actually be coming live after you play a 6 p.m. opportunity of Lucky 4 Bingo, your last shot at that over $78,000. And we'll be coming live during that game day bingo that runs from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. as that Vikings game gets started at 7:15 p.m. We're going to be coming live right around 6:15 and playing 2 hours of game day bingo as we celebrate our Minnesota Vikings getting ready to take on those Chicago Bears, hopefully getting us to that 7-5 mark.
Absolutely. So make sure you guys are ready for that one later today. It's going to be a lot of fun. But after that usual happy hour time from 4 to 6, you finish out that time with your final round of Lucky 4 bingo before jumping into some game day bingo from 6 to 10.
Yeah, that's when we play that Vikings. That's when we're having our Vikings game day.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had already covered game
Yeah,
day.
yeah, well then after those 2 hours with that Vikings game day, you'll finish off with some unhosted game day bingo till 10 p.m. But we do like to interrupt that with more than just live broadcasts of that game day bingo. Sometimes we like to throw a little bit of different bingo action there, as you can play some tournament style bingo on our PGL specialty nights. And that's getting started right on Tuesday.
Absolutely. MegaSota Game Nights gets kickstarted each and every Tuesday at 6:40 p.m. Tony and Nikki have the pleasure of taking on over that show and giving out some great jackpots and PGL points. They have a jackpot jungle grand finale game of over $14,000 on a $1 card. You can take home that giant prize in under 54 balls or less. You'll definitely want to be coming out for MegaSota Game Night each and every Tuesday at 6:40.
Absolutely. We also have that Wild Wednesday that goes from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. That's going to be coming to you guys on that great Wednesday, as me and Jordy will be coming live, giving out a lot of PGL points and some great prizes. My favorite game, the high low matchup, right at 7 p.m. As the first player in the state takes home a first place prize. Not surprising. But the surprising twist to that game is the last player in the state actually takes home a first place prize as well. So you just don't want to find yourself in the middle. You got to be really bad or really good to be taking home cash in that very first game of that Wild Wednesday. But there's a lot more great gaming action on that awesome specialty night.
Absolutely. But make sure you guys are signed up at pgl.world to become a member of the Pilot Gambling League to earn PGL points on both Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights as they're awarded.
Absolutely. We do have balls dropping in this game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We'll be looking out to give some nice prizes as we get after this awesome game.
Absolutely. And as we're working towards this prize here in this awesome round, we're going to be jumping into our national days for you guys because there are quite a few to celebrate. Our first one is National Craft Jerky Day. National Craft Jerky Day, that happens on today, November 27th, recognizes that craft jerky is the standard by which all other jerky is measured. It awakens the taste buds and ignites the opinions of jerky fans all over the world. The day focuses on artisanal creators of this dehydrated seasoned meat and snack extraordinaire.
Oh, it's definitely the time for jerky. Is that's probably some my
Yeah, because
favorite
it's
way.
officially deer season.
Yeah, my favorite way to have venison. I love some venison jerky, and
Yeah,
so that's definitely what I'm thinking about on today. As I got, I don't do any deer hunting anymore. I don't live out with people that deer hunt, and so
yeah.
I don't get it nearly enough. And so I need to, find a shop that sells some good venison jerky.
Absolutely, because growing up, I had a very avid hunter as a father.
Hmm.
And so he was always going and getting deers processed, and we would get homemade jerky, or my dad would make it himself, I should say. And so I never grew up eating like beef sticks
Yeah, no.
or like store bought jerky because I had only ever grown up with my dad's and UP Michigan jerky. And
Yes.
so we are now like adults who need to find healthy protein snacks and things like that. And so I've been trying out different jerkies for the first time in my life. And I mean nothing compares to real venison jerky. But it's been super fun getting to explore all the different jerkies that are out there because I'm typically just like a smokehouse jerky
Oh,
gal or like
absolutely.
spicy Cajun is
Hmm.
like on occasion, but it's been really fun getting to try out all the different jerkies.
Oh, great, great stuff.
Do you have
Well,
a favorite other than venison?
I'd probably say just the teriyaki is my
Mm-hmm.
favorite. We do have Nana over at Monty's Sports Bar in Spring Lake Park, taking on that must-go prize of $11.80 in this game number 3. Great job to you, Nana, as we now get enrolled into a game number 4. With that minor prize clicking up to 58 balls or less, getting more exciting as we continue to get through these games. But as we're celebrating National Craft Jerky Day, let us sink our ravenous teeth into the delicacy that is jerky. Savor the beef, pork, venison, bird, or buffalo. Delve into the meat manifestations of the modern jerky era. Never look back. Shine the spotlight on flavor, spice, sweetness, smoky, tender, all on delectable jerky, and recognize the dedicated artisans who afford us such a pleasure.
We have a very cool smoked meat shop that was by our college town that we were living in for quite some time. And it would be very interesting to see what special jerkies they had on the menu, because we would be driving by and it was always somewhere that we would have to pass when we would go downstate back to my parents'
Uh-huh.
hometown. And there'd be kangaroo, there'd be alligator, there was rattlesnake, buffalo, anything you could think of, shark, and it was all there. And I
Yeah.
thought that was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I know. I've been driving past that jerky spot for
For
as long as
years.
I can remember. I
Yeah.
have never once stopped
I've
there.
never stopped there either, but man, is it tempting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Get my brother some kangaroo jerky for Christmas.
That'd be a really that would just be a funny white elephant gift to just
Yeah.
like throw into a
Kangaroo meat.
yeah. What?
Well, it's crazy because I was watching a reality TV show and
Uh-huh.
someone just very casually threw in that he was a kangatarian. And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I only eat kangaroo meat.
Wild.
Only."
Wild.
That's a higher tax
I
bracket if
feel
you can only afford, or you can afford to only eat kangaroo meat.
I feel like that's got to be a pretty dry meat.
Yeah.
I feel like kangaroos are pretty shredded, so I feel like
Yeah.
that's got to be a pretty dry meat.
Yeah.
I don't think I would like it nearly as much. Well, happy National Craft Jerky Day. Enjoy some delicious jerky on today. We just have 15 seconds before we are in this next game. $79 for that minor prize, $1,331 on that major, and $18,826 on that mega.
Absolutely. And happy National Craft Jerky Day. We're going to be jumping into our next one, as it is a very tasty day, National Bavarian Cream Pie Day. Every year on November 27th, National Bavarian Cream Pie Day recognizes the pie that makes a grand entrance. This rich and delectable dessert is possible thanks to the French chef Marie Antoine Karim.
Very cool. The Bavarian cream pie, definitely a delicious one on today. Can't say that I've necessarily had it, but I feel like I would enjoy it. It looks tasty. And maybe I've had it before, but I can't really remember.
I've had, if it is like the kind of cream whipped based pie that has like shaved chocolate on top, then I have definitely had it. I've
Uh huh.
also had donuts that were filled with Bavarian cream before, which
Ooh,
were very, very tasty.
yummy.
But I can't say for certain if I've had the straight Bavarian cream pie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess we got to try it next time we go to the Bavarian Inn, as
Yeah,
we like to
out there
go
in Bavaria.
in Bavaria. No, it's and I feel like they got to serve these up pretty well over there. So maybe next time we go, stay there. But
Hmm.
definitely a tasty one on today. This is definitely a dessert that I can get behind, as I love any kind of those chocolate cream pies, whatever it is. It's super tasty, and I think I can definitely get behind this Bavarian cream pie.
Absolutely.
I think the chocolate Bavarian cream pie is really calling my name.
Absolutely, because it looks like it's just a straight vanilla custard pie,
Oof.
which is like the staple Bavarian cream.
Uh
But
huh.
it definitely has a lot of variations where we've seen some put fruit on it, some put chocolate. It's
Hmm.
really up to the user's discretion.
Yeah, I want some chocolate, as I'm just a
You're
sucker
always a
for all
chocolate guy
chocolate.
over vanilla.
Yeah, especially in like I love vanilla ice cream if I can have a ton of add-ins
Hmm.
into it, but chocolate ice cream or
Plain.
chocolate cream or whatever it is, if I'm just having
Yes.
it as a real plain dessert.
Yeah, my entire life I grew up as a vanilla preferred
Uh-huh.
girl, like milkshakes, anything.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but one day everything changed and I stopped like even liking vanilla that
Well, it's
much.
every 7 years your
Yes,
taste
that's very
buds
true.
change. We got Scooty as well as EJB splitting up that $13 must go prize. Great job to both of our winners in this awesome game number 4 of Game Day Bingo. As we now get
Hmm.
enrolled into a game number 5 with that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less. As we're getting enrolled into this game number 5, we do have one final day to get after, as it's Cyber Monday. Cyber
Ooh.
Monday is the internet's answer to Black Friday deals. The official observance takes place the Monday after Thanksgiving.
I personally think that Cyber Monday might be having Black Friday, like I should say, giving Black Friday a run for their
I
money.
think it's more popular than Black Friday. I
A
mean, it's
hundred
the reason.
percent, especially since the pandemic.
I argue that it's the main reason why Black Friday will never be as crazy as it once was. Like Black Friday used to be like
My
going
entire hometown
crazy.
didn't even open Thanksgiving night.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Target wasn't open, nothing. Best Buy
Mhm.
wasn't even open. They only did 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Black Friday.
I'm glad. I truly hate it when companies like force
Force
them
people to
to
work
come
on
in and work on
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, especially like
Well, they give them time and a half,
in
but
those Black Friday
hopefully
situ. Oh yeah, they
not
probably.
always, but
Yeah, it's probably a good situation for them,
mhm,
but it's one of those things where I've had to work it and it just
horrible.
stinks because you got to
Because people are crazy. They feel like they're like not humans when they're in those settings, especially at the mall. I got hip checked by a woman
Oh
and her
yeah.
family.
I'll always remember when I worked in a at a J.C. Penney,
Yes.
and when I was working there, I will never forget working at Black Friday, and there was this lady that she had already picked out her shoes. She had
Yeah.
got they were in her cart and was like in line to check out, and a lady which she was trying to find those shoes. We didn't have any more of that size, and so but there was the
The one
one
box in the cart
in the cart that was her
on the way
size,
to checkout.
and she walks up to the cart, takes it, puts it in her cart, and runs to like the the jewelry store like
Oh, like the desk that you can check
desk.
out at.
Yes, but no one like checks out
Yeah.
actually there. It's just like if
For the
you're
people only buying gifted jewelry.
gifted jewelry, and but she's then trying to get checked out there quicker so that she does so that she can get it out. It ended up getting all solved, and we got the box to the lady that was actually
Rightfully
yeah
taking it home.
had it, but it was just crazy to see that
Chaos.
firsthand of the
I've
craziness
seen
that people
like
go through.
those movie depictions of like the tug of war with sweaters. It
Yeah,
happens.
it's crazy. People go crazy on Black Friday, and that's why Cyber Monday is just a little bit better
A little
because
safer.
and I feel like actually I feel like the Black Friday deals aren't as good as they used to be,
They very much
and I
weren't.
can find a lot more Cyber Monday deals that actually get some more bang for my buck.
Absolutely. So happy Cyber Monday. Do you have anything specific that's like a big purchase that you would like to look for today?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I probably not anything on today, but I definitely
I got my eyes
might
on a
take a look.
dresser.
A dresser.
If I can find any type of dresser for a decent sale, you might convince me.
There you go. Well, happy Cyber Monday. Enjoy your shopping on today. Maybe win one of these jackpots and you can aid in your Cyber Monday shopping. We
I
got
wish I could win a jackpot.
that would be awesome. 8 balls away for Why Not Me and a few other players as we got that minor prize over $100 at 60 balls or less in this game number 5. As we hit that 40 balls, we got 20 balls to try and give out jackpots. As we continue to work on that, I would like to highlight our Twins as we do have a great ETAB game that we teamed up with the Minnesota Twins for.
That's right. It's an awesome one that you guys can check out wherever you play Pilot games. Twins Win is an awesome ETAB game that even has a home run derby bonus round where if you pick the lucky batter, you'll take home some Grand Slam prizes.
Yeah, it's a great time. It's one of my personal favorite bonus rounds as I think it's just I've always been like a fan of the home run derby. Like it's probably one of my
Mhm.
favorite sporting events just in general
Mhm.
and so I like that we were able to incorporate that into our ETAB game. And you can win some jackpot prizes while playing it too. We do have 60 balls dropped on this one. Last chance to give out that minor jackpot as we click past it to a Musco prize of $19.30.
Absolutely. And as we wait and see who's going to be taking home this great prize, it's Yum Yum as well as Mikey Mike. They both get to split up $19.30 in this great round of Game Day Bingo. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled in this next round because if you take home some more of these great prizes, you'll take home points to compete against each other in the Game Day Bingo standings.
Absolutely. And currently in our game day bingo standings, we have in 10th place Nan over at Corky's Bar, South Haven, with 55,000 points. With 57,000 points in ninth place, we have Player over at the Boulevard Tavern. Mad Dog over at Egan's Arms Public House is in 8th with 58,000 points. 60,000 points for 7th place, Towley over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 6th place is Super D over at Shore 96 with 63,000 points. With 72,000 points in 5th place, it's Why Not Me over at Beatles Bar and Grill. Mike over at Sherwood Lounge sits in fourth with 82,000 points, as Rock Rider over at the Incline Station Bowling Center sits in third with 83,000 points. 90,000 points for second place, Mikey Mike over at the Old Piper and Blaine, as our number one player in Game Day Bingo with a whopping total of 207,000 points. It's none other than Call Me Jen over at JR Mac.
Nicely done to all of our players. Make sure you guys keep getting enrolled in this game number 5. We can't wait to give out some more of these great prizes, and I'm going to be jumping into the location standings because each spot you guys play at also get to take home points. 10th place, we start off with Eagles of Watana. They have 109,000 points. 124,000 points for Country Lounge, who sits in ninth place, while on 8th, Shady's Railside currently sits with 130,000. With 135,000, Sherwood Lounge sits in 7th, while right ahead of them in 6th place with 137,000, it's Leo's Bar Newmarket. 5th place is the Boulevard Tavern. They have 151,000 points. While with 161,000, we have Old Piper Inn and Blaine, who sits in 4th place. 243,000 points for J.R. Max, sitting in 3rd place, while in 2nd, VFW Spring Lake Park sits with 273,000. Exactly 10,000 points separates the first place player from them, or first place location, I should say, because in first, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who has 283,000 points on the season.
Good job to Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, getting so many points, 283,000, as they've been playing some awesome game day bingo opportunities. Just 10 seconds before we're in this great opportunity, 62 balls or less in this game number 6, the halfway point of this lunchtime bingo, $141 on that minor jackpot. That major prize looking good as it's sitting at $1,380, 49 balls or less. And then that mega prize of $18,875 you could take home in 46 balls or less.
Absolutely. But if you want to go and check out some of the great eTab games that we offer, you don't have to play along live bingo. You can actually choose to play them at any time. We just recently released a great eTab game called Wicked Seas, where you can go and find some buried treasure in the treasure map bonus round, or you can even spin the helm and try and land on some great prizes in the wheel bonus. Wicked Seas is an awesome eTab game, so go and set sail and take home some giant jackpots today.
It's definitely a great time playing that super fun eTab game. But we have over 70 different shareable eTab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. We'd love for you to check them out. Let us know what your favorite is. Maybe take a player picture with your favorite eTab game or just leave a comment on one of our posts letting us know what you love to play.
Absolutely. We would love to hear about it. So send those messages to us, maybe even holding it up. It would be great. As we are working towards these prizes, we have players 6 balls away, though. We'll have to see if they're going to be taking it home. We do have some on this day in music history we can jump into because on today in the 2000s, the Beatles have a number 1 album in America with the collection of their 27 chart-topping hits approximating approximately titled One. Oh my goodness.
Appropriately titled One,
Yes.
proving that their appeal spans generations.
Hmm.
Definitely a cool one on today. Let's check out what that one album is for the Beatles so we can see what those top hits were for them.
Absolutely. Well, it include 27 of their latest or their top hits.
Yeah, so you got in that album something, Hey Jude, The Long and Winding Road, For Me to You, She Loves You, The Ballad of John and Yoko, Ticket to Ride, Love Me Do, Help, so many other big hits within that album. Do you have a favorite in this?
Either Hey Jude or Eleanor Rigby. Those are just like my two
Ooh.
favorite Beatles songs in general,
I
though.
completely agree. I think they do a good rendition of Yesterday. Um, did they
That's original.
that's original. I just have heard so many renditions of it that I I wasn't 100% sure.
That's how I feel about Hey Jude. I'm like, I hear so many different people singing Hey Jude. I don't know what the original one. It's kind of like the Hallelujah chorus.
Yeah, I'm like I have no idea who was the first one. I love Yellow Submarine just because it's fun. It's it not that it's the best one, but it's just kind of a fun one to sing along with.
That's how I feel about Eleanor Rigby because it's not like necessarily the most incredible song, but it's a story, Like it's so
That's
good.
me with Rocky Raccoon. I
Yeah.
absolutely love Rocky Raccoon just because it tells like a story through the song, which is cool. Well, Beatles, the one album, came out on today. 27 of their chart topping hits. So maybe throw that on today, as you can't really go wrong with their
Really, any Beatles.
yeah, as all those are their chart toppers. So
Yeah.
good stuff.
Well, 21 years later, in 2021, Taylor Swift's extended version of All Too Well, with a running time of 10 minutes and 13 seconds, hits #1 on the Hot 100 list, becoming the longest song ever to top the chart. Don McLean held the record in 1972's when American Pie, that was running at 8 minutes 36 seconds, went to the top.
Very impressive stuff. Taylor Swift's dominance in all kind of chart-topping Hot 100 records
Crazy.
is just absolutely ridiculous. 10-minute and 13 second song getting to the top is absolutely ridiculous. Good job.
Swifties are crazy.
Yeah.
They can change stocks. Like they make stuff happen.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
It really
We
is.
have
I
just
gotta give it to them.
Yeah, we have just 45 seconds to get enrolled to this next game. 64 balls or less for this minor jackpot of $185. Looking really good in this upcoming matchup. We got 49 balls or less for that $1,417 major prize, and 46 balls or less for the mega at $18,911. Definitely some fun days in music history, with the Beatles releasing the #1 album, and Taylor Swift's All Too Well, which was 10 minutes and 13 seconds in the extended version. And that extended version hit #1 in the Hot 100. Very impressive stuff for that awesome music days in history.
Absolutely. But as we were talking about some of those great specialty nights that we offer here at Pilot Games, tomorrow night at 6:40 for MegaSota Game Night, and Wild Wednesday each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m., you need to sign up at pgl.world to become a member of the Pilot Gambling League and earn the PGL points awarded on those nights. You'll also get access to insider information like a monthly newsletter that will get sent out to the email you sign up with. And once you do sign up, we will highlight you in a new member spotlight that we love to showcase.
Oh, some of those new members are Flash One, MCJ65, NM Batch, Stewie Deuce, KDK, Jay Kittleson, Tay96, KMM 2018, Jerbode, BK Nettle, Joe, Tom239, A New Man 2, as well as Schiff. Good job to each and every one of those players getting signed up, so you can now earn those PGL points on those specialty nights, like Megasota Game Night Tuesdays at 6:40 and Wild Wednesdays 7 p.m. every Wednesday.
Absolutely. But as you guys are working towards this great prize in round number 6, we're going to be jumping into those PGL standings because we've got players all over the board. 10th place, we start off with Trish over at Eagles Litchfield, who has 892,350 points. 9th place is TTWL69 over at the Crooked Pint Ale House of Mankato. They have 932,280 points. 8th place, though, is Sloppy, who plays at Malone's Bar and Grill, Maple Grove. They have 953,690 points. 7th place, though, is OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar. They have 959,910 points. 6th place is Rakuda over at the Alibi of Gilbert. They have 1,034,890 points on the season. But with 1,552,370 points on the season in 5th place, currently sits Turbur over at the Broadway Pizza, Brooklyn Park. 4th place is Brizo at the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato. They have 1,236,415 points, while with 1,240,775 points in 3rd place, we've got Yak over at the Stanchion Bar. 2nd place is Drumski at the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato. They have 1,635,814 points. But before I talk about that lucky 1st place player, we got a winner.
Nana over at Monty's Sports Bar taking home $185.78. Great job to you, Nana, in this awesome game number 7 of Game Day Bingo. Finally able to give out that minor jackpot that had been growing for so long. We will now be getting enrolled into this game number 8. It will be that minor prize will be reverting back to 52 balls or less, but that must go prize did not go out in that last game. So we're going to have a double must go available in this one if we miss out on all of our jackpots. So get enrolled, press play, just 2 minutes to get after it.
Absolutely. But I have one very important player to talk about, and that's because he's our chart topper in the PGL standings. Number one, we have Outlaw 21 over at the Boulevard Bar and Grill, who has 1,763,610 points.
Great job to Outlaw 21 taking home those awesome points while playing those PGL games. But on the top for the top locations on those PGL nights, we have in 10th place Malone's Bar and Grill in Maple Grove with 953,690 points. With 1,052,370 points in ninth place, we have the Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park. Eighth place is Eagles Litchfield with 1,154,445 points. With 1,165,865 points in seventh place, we have O'Brien's Pub in Rice. Sixth place is Moe's in Mounds View with 1,194,920 points. With 1,485,885 points in fifth place, we have the Super Bowl in Ramsey. Fourth place, the Alibi of Gilbert with 1,724,460 points. With 1,988,995 points in third place, we have the Boulevard Bar and Grill Coon Rapids. As our second place location is the Stanchion Bar in Hamel with 2,200,685 points. And with 2,872,229 points in first place, it's none other than the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato, home to our number 2 player Drumsky, as well as our number 4 player Bryzo.
Absolutely awesome stuff. Make sure you guys are coming on out every single MegaSota game night and Wild Wednesday to try and earn as many PGL points as you possibly can for the remainder of the season 14. As you guys are getting enrolled in this next game of awesome game day bingo action, we are going to be jumping into some Wild news as they are 5-10-4 on the
Uh,
season. The Minnesota Wild fell to the Detroit Red Wings on Sunday afternoon at Little Caesars Arena 4-1. The Wild have lost 7 straight and have earned only 2 out of 14 points in that stretch.
Yeah, it has been a tough stretch to be a Minnesota Wild fan. It has not been good hockey
Yeah.
to watch, and we're hoping that it can turn around soon as our Wild have just been struggling. That's all I can really say about it as we lost to those Avalanche 3-2 on Friday, November 24th, November 19th. We lost to the Maple Leafs 4-3 in overtime. We had that shootout with the Senators that they won 2-1. It's been just not great season for us so far as we find ourselves in second to last place, just one spot ahead of the Blackhawks in that Central Division.
Well, we'll hope to turn things around as we do have another game coming up tomorrow. We're going up against the Blues at 7 p.m. And so if you want to show your support for our Wild, which you absolutely should, go and check out the great ETAB game, Let's Go Wild, where you can check out the Slapshot bonus round and hopefully take home some trophy prizes.
Absolutely. Should be some great, great stuff there. I think sometime this winter, I want to get out on the ice and do some ice skating. I rarely ever do ice skating, and I live in a place that, there's opportunities to go ice skating. And I've never done an outdoor like ice skating rink, and I would like to do that at some point.
Yeah, they are very fun since we live in Michigan. We have Detroit,
Hmm.
and in the heart of Detroit is Campus Martius, and we essentially have a small Rockefeller Lights
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
and a very open rink where they play music, and they'll have like hot toddies that you can get or hot chocolate if you
yeah,
don't drink alcohol. And so it's definitely something that my family plans to take us to this winter. So I
yeah.
think you'll get your wish.
Sweet. That would be awesome. Just speaking of the ice and, the Minnesota Wild, I want to get on the ice myself and
Yeah.
see what my skating skills are like as I haven't done it
Yeah.
since I think like middle school field trip.
See, I haven't been in about 4 years.
Before you talk about your story, we do have Mikey Mike over at the Old Piper and Blaine taking home the double must go prize of $59.50. Great job to you, Mikey Mike, in this game number 8. As we now get enrolled into a game number 9 with that minor prize clicking up to 54 balls or less and some cash prizes growing as we get into this game 9.
Absolutely. You'll definitely want to be getting enrolled in this one. It's going to be an awesome one with all those prizes still on the line. But I was talking about ice skating,
Hmm.
and I have not been in a couple years.
Hmm.
But while I was growing up in kind of mid Michigan area, I was very lucky that I had a bunch of friends who lived on inland lakes.
Oh.
And they one out of four guys in my hometown play hockey.
Uh-huh.
And so there was always extra skates at people's houses. There was always either like man-made ice rinks on their front
Yeah.
yard, or the lake had frozen and we could go out on it and they would have nets set up, and it was always so much
Yeah,
fun.
great time, great time. I know we're waiting for that ice to,
Officially hit.
yeah, get over so that ice fishing season can get started. In the meantime, enjoy the deer hunting season and maybe get yourself some jerky, as it is Craft Jerky Day.
Absolutely. Or maybe even go check out Buku Bucks, one of our great ETAP games where you can go pretend to shoot a buck while taking home some great prizes.
Oh yeah, but while taking home those great prizes, we love seeing player pictures of it. Whether it's a jackpot prize next to your smiling face, you playing your favorite E-Tab game, you having a good time playing Pilot games with your friends, your favorite bartender, you just by yourself at the bar having a great time playing some Pilot games. We love seeing photos of it. So snap that photo, send it in to our Facebook page by directly messaging us or by posting it onto any of your social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, or you can email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Absolutely. We would love to see all those player pictures. You can see them right next to us in the enrolling screen, as well as all over our social media. As we are moving forward, you have just under a minute to get enrolled in this next round, and we're going to be jumping into some Vikings news who are 6-5 on the season.
Yeah, we have four Vikings players to watch for Week 12 versus the Bears, each picked by different people. The first one picked by Tyler Fornes. He said we want to watch out for tight end T.J. Hawkinson, and I think that's an obvious choice right there, as he has been the clear-cut number one receiving option since Justin Jefferson has went down, and he's going to have to continue to be that as we take on those Bears without Justin Jefferson once again.
Absolutely. Judd Zalgad said that we should be looking at QB Josh
Yeah,
Dobbs.
it's going to be interesting as the turnovers reared their nasty head once again in that last
Are we
game,
surprised?
losing that matchup. But I think if Josh Dobbs can get back to what he was doing, as he's been elusive, adding in some run game, been passing it, and really causing some havoc for those defenses, trying to stop this Vikings offense, I'll be excited to see if he can have another really good game and hopefully limit those turnovers, because each
Yeah.
game he's been good. It's just whether the turnovers there or they aren't, and if he can limit those
Yeah.
turnovers, it's going to be hard to stop him.
Absolutely. Well, Savion Mixon is looking at running back Ty Chandler for us.
Yeah, Ty Chandler, last game looked, I think, better than Alexander Madison in that running back role. Maybe we see him get the bulk carries in this matchup. His only issue has been injuries, but whenever he is healthy, he has been a very stable back. And so maybe he can kind of give this run game the boost that it needs.
Absolutely. And then our final player that people are keeping their eyes peeled for, Chris Spooner, has said that we should be looking out for Ivan Pace Jr.
One thing Ivan Pace Jr. does well is blitz, and we're going to have to be getting after the quarterback quickly and efficiently, as that's how you make Justin Fields make mistakes. You get in his face, you get him down on the ground early, and you put pressure on that offensive line. And Ivan Pace Jr. blitzes and gets after the quarterback with with some of the best inside linebackers. So it's going to be great to see him out there. Hopefully, we're going to see some more packages with him in it, and getting after Justin Fields all game long.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have to see what's happening as we do have that game tonight. It is why your Skull Bingo will be unhosted, but the game is happening at 7:15 tonight up against those Bears, so we'll be super excited and live with you guys for it.
Oh yeah, I'll be there an hour before that at 6:15. So
Beautiful.
should be some great stuff right after that Skull Bingo finishes. I'll be playing some great Vikings themed game day bingo with you guys. But if you want to play a different Vikings themed game, check out our ETAB game, Vikings Victory.
Absolutely. That skull bonus round is one to go check out. It is great. We do have our winner here in this awesome round number 9 as Big Gums, as well as Katie and Player get to all split up $18 on that awesome one. Congrats to all three of you guys. Make sure you guys get enrolled in a game number 10.
Yeah, definitely get enrolled. Press play as that minor prize will be clicking up to 56 balls or less. But if you want to send some luck over to our Vikings, like I said, E-Type game Vikings victory skull bonus round where you can pick a lucky letter. Could be taking home some jackpot prizes. It's definitely a great time whenever you get to play it.
Absolutely. Or you can go and check out our live bingo that's themed after our Vikings. School bingo is ran each and every day from 4 to 6. Usually, Ian and I are live during that time, so check it out tomorrow. But it will be ran tonight from 4 to 6. And if you take home those great prizes, you take home points towards the school bingo standings. 10th place is Jake over at the Moorhead Billiards with 132,000 points. 134,000 for Barry Kay, who's playing at the Ambiance on Albion in ninth place. Eighth place is with 140,000 Rock Rider, who plays at the Incline Station Bowling Center. Seventh place, we have Jackie, who plays at Outtakes and has 158,000 points. 169,000 points for sixth place, Allie over at the Little Village Pub. While in fifth, they have 174,000 points, while Funk sits over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Fourth place is Oswald over at Friar Tuck's Pub. They have 204,000 points so far. Third place with 240,000 points so far, we have Fast Eddie playing at Elks Lodge, Owatonna. 339,000 points for Brother Nate over at the Chart House, who currently sits in second place, while a hop, skip, and a jump all the way over the 400,000 point club. Because in first place with 523,000, we've got Call Me Jen over at J.R. Mac.
Great job to call me Jen. Really taking home a lot of wins while playing that awesome skull bingo. The
Mm-hmm.
top locations to play skull bingo at are 10th place, MT's on 8th with 225,000 points. With 241,000 points in ninth place, we have Elks Lodge, Owatonna. Eighth place is the Little Village Pub with 252,000 points. And in seventh, it's Eagles Albert Lay with 268,000 points. With 274,000 points in sixth place, it's Friar Tuck's Pub. Fifth place is Clive's Roadhouse Burnsville with 331,000 points. With 396,000 points in fourth place, it's Outtakes, as the Chart House sits in third with 456,000 points. With 504,000 points in second place, it's Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. And our number one location is none other than J.R. Mac with 605,000 points.
Nicely done to all those players and locations. Once again, go and check out Skull Bingo. It's ran each and every day from 4 to 6. And you guys will definitely want to go and check out all the great prizes we have on the line for you there.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely a great time playing that fun skull bingo. But right now, we're playing some game day bingo. Players 13 balls away. Working on some awesome prizes. A $72 minor jackpot at 56 balls or less. Major prize of $1,474. You could take home in 49 balls or less. And a mega jackpot of $18,969. You could take home in 46 balls or less.
Absolutely. And as you're working towards them, we have some movies that were released on this day. So we're going to talk about some of them. And in 1991, we actually have the movie that I considered my favorite movie of all time until probably just a few years ago. I'm really not even sure if anything's topped it so far,
Mhm.
but it's My Girl. It was released
Ah.
today in 1991.
Yeah, it's got Macaulay Culkin, Jamie Lee Curtis, Dan Aykroyd, as well as other big names as well as Macaulay Culkin stars alongside Anna Klumsky,
Yeah.
as they are both child actors in that fun My
Yeah.
Girl movie.
Have you seen My Girl?
Nope, no idea what's in.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you absolutely anything about it, but you have to watch it. It
Really?
is so good. It is so good.
Okay, well, I'm
They're best friends, and it's Macaulay Culkin's first kiss on screen, and they're just like
ah.
little babies, and they're just it's so good. And Jamie Lee Curtis is coming in, and it's a great film. It
Okay.
tugs on the heartstrings.
Great stuff. In 1985, released on today, we have Rocky 5.
4.
Rocky 4, yeah. That's the one where he takes on Ivan Drago,
Oh, yeah.
widely considered the best Rocky movie of all time. You have Dolph Lundgren as Ivan Drago, Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed, Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa, and other,
Can't forget about Talia Shire playing Adrian.
yes, she does a great job. I don't know what is she. I don't know if she's
No.
in anything else, but she absolutely
Um,
killed it as Adrian.
I think she might have been in a couple things with like Joe Pesci and
Ah,
them and that crowd, but I'm really not too sure because she plays like a Bronx woman in
yes,
early films.
yeah. Well, definitely a great movie. One of my favorites coming out on today, Rocky 4.
Absolutely. We have 101 Dalmatians that was released in 1996. This was the live action one that has Glenn Close playing Cruella DeVille.
Ah,
This honestly was like one of the this was my 101 Dalmatians. Other
really?
than the animated one
Uh
from
huh.
the 70s or 80s when it was done,
Yeah,
this was my childhood.
yeah. I didn't watch this one.
You did?
No,
Oh
this.
my goodness, it's so
Yeah,
good.
I only watched the animated one. That's really
Oh,
my
it's so
only
fun.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that one as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely do.
And then also on today in oh yeah, in 1996 we have The Crucible. This
Oh
was
yeah.
originally a novel, obviously,
Hmm.
and it was adapted into film where we have Winona Ryder playing Abigail Williams. Then we've got Daniel Day-Lewis playing John Proctor, as well as a just whole star-studded cast playing in Salem Witch Times.
Yeah, The Crucible in 1996.
Hmm.
Definitely another big one on today. In 2013, Frozen was released.
Took the world by storm.
I just recently got to watch
Snowstorm.
my little cousin just last year. She started doing performing arts and she got to be a part of a Frozen production. And it was very, very entertaining to watch as I had been pretty removed from Frozen at that point. But like junior year of high school, Frozen had taken over everywhere. It did just the soundtrack was so played all the time,
This
everywhere.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Great voice casting as well. You got Kristen Bell as Anna.
Adina Menzel, who's just absolutely phenomenal when it
Mhm.
comes to her voice. She's just beautiful.
Josh Gad was a great casting for Olaf.
Oh, amazing.
Alan Tudyk as Duke of
Wesselton.
yes, great casting as well. Even though he doesn't have a ton of lines, great. Um,
Yeah.
bunch of fun voice actors and just a really really popular animated children's movie.
Absolutely. And there was another one released on today in I think it was 2009. The first Knives Out came out.
Yeah,
That is a super fun one.
yeah, 2019.
Yeah.
You got Chris Evans, you got obviously Daniel Craig, and a lot of other,
Tony Collette,
yeah,
Jamie Lee.
Catherine Langford. Very, very big cast there.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed both of the Knives Out films.
Absolutely. Which one do you like more, the first one or the second one?
Um Storyline wise, the first one. Entertainment value wise, the second one.
I laughed, I thought more at the second one,
Yes.
but I thought, yeah, I was
It was
more.
very like smart and well put together in the first one, which but
Mhm.
I thought the second one, Glass Onion, was like very, very enjoyable.
I completely agree with that one
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, the Danish Girl came out on today in 2015. This was a really, really incredible work done with Redmayne, where he tackles the role of a transgender man, and
Ah.
it was so, so well done.
Well, definitely some cool movies coming out on today. A bunch of different ones that are absolute classics.
Will you scroll down just one sec? Wicked, released in 2014. Next year on today, Wicked is going to be made into a film, which is it's a Broadway
Yeah.
production. Very cool.
Definitely some cool stuff there. We do have balls dropping in this game number 11 right here. We'll see who could take home this awesome prize, 58 balls or less for that minor jackpot of $93. Two balls away for Scooty. We'll see if they could take it home as Jake is now one ball away.
Ooh.
Yeah, it should be going out in the next few balls as we are working on that $16.50 must go.
There it is. We've got player. They get to take home $16.50 on that great one. Nicely done and happy birthday. As you guys are getting enrolled in what will be a game number 12, our final game of lunchtime, we are going to be looking at a little bit of Timberwolves news to keep you updated on what's happening with the NBA.
Oh, yes. They just played a great game against the Grizzlies as they held another team
Ooh,
under 100
nice.
points as they won that matchup 119 to 97. Leading our Timberwolves, we had Anthony Edwards with 24 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. Carl Anthony Towns added in 18 points and 8 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, 13 points. And Mike Conley Jr. having a very effective game, having 18 points, 10 assists, and 4 rebounds, becoming only the second player to be past the age of 36 and have a I think it was 18 point, 10 assist a game. So
Nice.
still doing it to this day. We also got 12 points out of Naz Reid, a very big team effort there as we were
Hmm.
able to have a pretty dominant win against those Grizzlies as the Grizzlies' leading scorer was Jaren Jackson Jr. with 18 points.
Nicely done,
Yeah,
but just couldn't keep up.
yeah, but it's been awesome to watch our Timberwolves as we
Absolutely.
lead the Western Conference at 12 and 4. Right now, second in the NBA for record, right behind those Celtics who are 13 and 4. And that's really just because we haven't played as many games as them. Let's play one more game and we'll tie up that record. And we beat the we won the head on head matchup. So
Oh, yeah.
definitely been fun to watch our Timberwolves as they're right now for the last 8 games 8-2 and have a fantastic home record of 7-1.
Well, we hope to keep up that momentum with our game tomorrow against the 76ers. No.
We got that game
Um,
coming up against the Thunder. Actually, this is actually going to
yes.
be the in-season tournament game. So
Cool.
continuing on with that group
Yeah.
stage, as we're going to be taking them on at 7 p.m. The Oklahoma
Very
City
cool.
Thunder team has been better than previous seasons, as Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is already a star player, and Chet Holmgren has really added another level to this team, as they are now 11 and 5 on the year. So a very
Okay.
similar record to us, and they're going to be hard to stop. As Chet Holmgren, he had 33 points in his last outing. As he's, I mean, just a rookie that is kind of figuring it all out. When you got Chet Holmgren scoring 30 and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander scoring 30, it's going to be a tough team to stop. So it's not the walkover Thunder like we've been used to over the last 5 years since they split up that KD, Russell Westbrook, and Harden team. And so it's we'll see if we it should be a fun game to watch tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see what happens then. And if you want to, you should definitely go and show your support and come on out during that time to play some pilot games and watch it live at a local bar or restaurant.
We do have balls dropping in this final game of Game Day Bingo. We'll see who takes home these awesome prizes as we have Kathy Midford right now, 16 balls away over at VFW Watana. As we're working on that 60 ball or less minor, high likelihood we could see that one go out in this awesome game. But as we're working on some great jackpots here, we actually gave out a great jackpot on Thanksgiving Day. And that went out to mom and dad over at the Pit Stop Bar as they took home $33,780. An absolutely huge prize going out to mom and dad. And they were playing over that Pit Stop Bar, which every player who plays at that Pit Stop Bar supports the Brainerd Lions Club.
That's right. Their mission is to empower the Lions clubs, volunteers, and partners to improve health and well being, strengthen communities, support those in need through humanitarian services and grants that impact lives globally, as well as encourage peace and international understanding.
Some really, really great stuff there, and awesome that you guys can go out there and support those charities as you're
Absolutely.
playing that pilot games. But right now, we're playing this game of Game Day Bingo as we have almost 50 balls dropped on on this one. We got 5 balls away for me, Medford Tom. Why not me? Lots of very similar names out there.
Oh, absolutely. But make sure you guys are sticking around even after this round because when we go off air, you will be jumping into your first opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo for the day. You'll definitely want to be getting enrolled in that one. It's got a great prize on the line, and you just have to take it home in a lucky couple of balls. It's going to be great. And whatever the prizes leave off at the end of this game, you get to pick right back up and continue on playing after. So you might as well stick around.
Yeah, since we're missing out on that minor jackpot, it will be grown into that 1 to 4 time. But right here, we have big money over at the Riverboat Depot, taking home $20.40. Great job to Big Money, as we love to congratulate all those players out there playing Pilot games. Because no matter what, if you are not taking home those awesome prizes, you're still helping out your community. And that's why we say at the end of every single broadcast, when you play Pilot games, your community wins.